Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I'm going to share with you why Rochester, Minnesota is one of the best places to live in. So according to livability.com, Rochester ranks as the number 3 best city to live in. The first one being Madison, Wisconsin with a live score of 725 and they have a population of 258,000. Ann Arbor, Michigan with a live score of 686 and they have a population of 121,000, which is more similar to Rochester. Rochester has a live score of 671 and a population of 117,000, which, 10 years ago when I moved to Rochester in 2012, we actually had more closer to 100 or maybe a little under 100,000. So again, Rochester has been growing a lot. It's a great city and I can see why it ranks as number 3. So just to read here the intro, I think they did a really good job of capturing Rochester. So they say Rochester, Minnesota is always brimming with excitement as the community boasts gorgeous Midwest scenery, an art scene full of galleries, theaters, and museums, must-try fine dining, and food trucks favorite. So from 10 years ago in 2012 to now, we definitely have more restaurants. We have a lot of breweries. There's more things to do for kids. So it's definitely grown a lot in the last 10 years. So let's take a closer look as to why Rochester is number 3. So if we look here, well, first I just want to show you, this is a picture of the downtown area of Rochester, which I think it's a really nice photo here. But then let's look at the score. So in the Civics area, so Rochester ranked with a 50, right? So I think there's definitely more opportunity to make Rochester better in the Civics area, but I think in the last several years it's improved. Demographics, we get a score of 62. Here in Rochester, we get people from all over the world who come to work here in Rochester, whether it's the Mayo Clinic or other companies and businesses. So that's good. The economy, 77. We have a very strong economy. There's tons of job opportunities, especially if you're looking for job opportunities in the service trades like contractors, plumbers. There's so much opportunities. If you're skilled and you do good work and good service, come to Rochester. There's definitely a job for you. Education, I was expecting it to be a little higher. We have really great schools here in Rochester. I'm surprised we have a 59, but I guess that's what they scored us. Health wise, we were scored at a 69, which, having top, arguably the best hospital in the world, makes sense that we would have good healthcare or have a good score there. Housing wise, 71. So even though home prices have been going up here in Rochester and all over the country, I still think that Rochester is a very affordable place to live in. The median sale price as of July of 2022, so last month, was at $310,000. That would be a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, about 2,000 square feet, 2-car garage, nice home. That's very affordable compared to many other metros and bigger cities. Infrastructure wise, we got a 54. So it looks like obviously there's more improvements we can do with infrastructure and transportation. So, and then amenities, we got a 54. I wonder what our amenity score would have been 10 years ago. I'm pretty sure we've improved a lot because, like I said, there's so many more options and things to do. But again, there's always, room for improvement here in Rochester. So some of the questions that were in this article are, so what are Rochester's major industries and employers? So obviously the Mayo Clinic is the biggest employer. Then we have the Rochester Public Schools and IBM. So coincidentally, I came to Rochester because of IBM. I came to work here at IBM 10 years ago as a financial analyst, and that's what brought me straight out of college to come live here. And I don't work there anymore, but they're still one of the bigger employers here in town. Major colleges and universities. So University of Minnesota Rochester is very involved here in Rochester, and they seem to be expanding. And then you have the Rochester Community and Technical College. What's the weather like? So obviously a lot of people, when they think about Rochester and Minnesota and the cold weather, that could be a little scary. But one of the things that I love about Rochester is that you get all 4 seasons. So in the fall you start getting excited for the winter with like holidays and all that fun things to do, and then once you're in the winter for a while, then you're looking for the spring. So it's fun to kind of get all 4 seasons, and then the summers are a lot of fun. Everyone is out, everyone is happy doing things, taking advantage of the sun, vitamin D, and all that great stuff. So what do people do, or what is there to do outside of Rochester? So there's tons of trails here in Rochester. So if you're an active person, if you like to be outside, even in the winter, there's a lot of trails that you can go and visit. And we have also 100 plus parks to choose from. And the nice thing is that they're spread throughout the city. So no matter where you move, whether you're renting or you buy a house, there's going to be parks around you that you can benefit from. You can go with your kids, or if you have a dog, or if you want to just go and for a walk or a jog, you can definitely benefit from that. So another great thing about Rochester, Minnesota is that it is remote ready. So that's one of the things that makes Rochester a great place if you are a remote worker. So here in Rochester, obviously the Mayo Mayo Clinic is widely recognized as one of the best hospitals in the world, and it has one of the lowest unemployment rates, which I think is fascinating and great to hear. And you know, obviously Mayo Clinic produces a lot of top talent. So, but if you don't work at Mayo Clinic and you want to go and work remotely, there's other great places you can work from. So the Rochester Public Library is really nice. They have a lot of great resources. I'm working on a video to talk more about what those resources are and benefits of going there, but I can just tell you it's great. I'm gonna have a link of the Rochester Public Library on the video below so that you can check it out for yourself at this point. So, and then there's also a really good organization called Collider, and it's a co-working space with a lot of great resources, benefits, and a lot of community involvement. So if you're someone that maybe you want to co-work, but then you also, you know, have a business idea, or you're trying to come up with something that you want to do, there's a lot of really resources there where they can help you. So how do you spend a weekend here in Rochester? So you can go downtown and explore many of the boutique and other unique shops downtown. Obviously, you know, with COVID, there was a lot of downtown businesses that kind of went out of business or left, but it seems like now there's some business of those same businesses coming back and other new businesses. So I think that the downtown of Rochester is gonna, you know, normalize again, and it's gonna have some great businesses and places to go visit, as well as restaurants. And so I think that's something that a lot of people do on the weekends, is go downtown and enjoy that ambience. Something else that you can do is you can go outside. Like I mentioned before, there's a lot of trails, parks, and things that you can do. Now, what can you do for free here in Rochester? So you can, you know, if you like biking, you can hop on your bike and then you can go outside and explore many of the outdoor artwork that's along some of the city's bike trails and businesses. And if you're feeling more social, then you can head downtown every Thursday. One of my favorite events is the Thursdays on downtown, where you have a lot of food vendors and other businesses promoting themselves and selling like cool little like products and artwork. So it's just a great place to be in. There's usually music bands playing music, and just a fun time. So if you're thinking about moving to Rochester, Minnesota, I just want to review with you some quick facts. So the average commute here is about 16 minutes. So it's really good if you're looking for a place where you can get around very easily. There's, you know, obviously sometimes there's going to be a little traffic, but compared to most metro areas, there's, you know, traffic here is non-existent basically. So that's, you know, you get more time in your day to do things, to run errands, pick your kids up from daycare or from school. That's one of my favorite things about living here in Rochester, because I've lived in places where the commutes are, you know, at least 30 minutes anywhere you want to go. The other thing I like is median home price is here, it says $320. Last month it was $310, so, you know, very close either way, but it's just still a very affordable place to live in and achieve home ownership is if that's one of your goals. Now if you're looking to rent, there's other options, you know, downtown and outside of Rochester, of great places and apartments or homes that you can rent as well. So either or, there's options for you if you want to move here to Rochester. The median household income here is about 76,000. Total population is 117,000 people. Walk score, we get 30. There's, you know, if you want to get around without a vehicle, there's some options. Obviously in the winter, that's where it's like, if you're going anywhere that's more than like 20 minutes, might be tough and challenging, but otherwise in the summer you can walk anywhere. We have Lime scooters, so you can, you know, if you want to be a little faster, or, you know, you can ride bikes. There's buses, so there's definitely a lot of transportation options. And median property tax is about $2,523. So again, that's still pretty affordable, even though, you know, in some other places it may be lower or higher, but I think that's pretty good. So if you have any more questions about Rochester, this was just a quick summary based on this livability report. If you have any question about Rochester, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to give you more insights and tell you more. Thanks for watching.